What's happening, dogs? Mr. Allen here writing some equations of lines in this video, and I got two examples for you. One where the line needs to be parallel to a line through a point, and the other where it needs to be perpendicular to a line through a point. So let's start with the parallel one first, right? Well, what do I know about a line that is parallel to another line? Well, they would never intersect, so their slopes are the same. So right off the bat, I've got my slope here of the existing line, the one that I was given to me, is 3 over 4. So I know that my slope is going to be 3 over 4. Right? My parallel slope is the same as the existing slope. And it's going to contain this particular point here. Well, there are a few ways of writing these things out and figuring it all out, but I like to use slope-intercept form. It's the one I need to put it in anyways, so I'll just work with that one. All right, so I got y equals mx plus b. Well, I've already got m, right? So that's 3 over 4. But I need yx. There's a whole lot of missing information here. Well, this point right here is actually x comma y, a particular point on the line that we want to write. So if I plug in 4 for y and negative 8 for x, I can now solve for b. What is b? B is my y-intercept. So I'll say b equals, and I'm going to figure that out right there. That's the two pieces of information I need are my slope, my y-intercept. Got my slope, let's find that y-intercept now. So I can multiply these out. I got 4 equals, let's see here. You can either simplify it. Negative 8 divided by 4 is negative 2. Multiply that to 3 and I get negative 6. Or you could also do 3 times negative 8, which is negative 24, over 4. And that would give me negative 6 as well. So either way you slice it there, your call how you want to do the math. I often favor the reducing and then just multiplying. Keep the numbers a little bit smaller. Again, up to you guys. Now I'm going to add 6. And I get 10 right here for B. Now, what a lot of people do is they're like, oh, sweet, I'm done. Circle the answer. I did all that math. You did all the math, but you didn't write your final answer. It needs to be in the same form here, slope-intercept form, as it says in the problema. So I'm going to write y equals, right? The x and y stay x and y in my equation. All right, and I'm going to put, we got B is 10. The slope is 3 over 4, so 3 over 4x plus 10. Boom. Diggity, done. That's dope. That's dope. All right, so this line is parallel to this guy, and it contains that particular point. If I plugged x and y into this equation, it would balance out on both sides, which is pretty awesome. All right, so next one here. Perpendicular. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. What does that mean? Okay, well, that means my slope is going to be the opposite reciprocal. So it's going to be flipped, and we'll change the sign. If I asked for this one to be perpendicular, it would have been negative 4 over 3, okay? But there's also another level of difficulty in this problem over here, is that I'm not in slope-intercept form where I can easily see my slope. I'm in standard form. So we do need to change this equation right here around, solve it for y to get y equals mx plus b. Sometimes on standardized tests, they say solve for y in terms of x. And all that means is put it in slope-intercept form. So let's do that. I'm going to rewrite this guy right here. So we get 2x plus 4y equals 7. I'm going to subtract the 2x because, again, I want to get y alone. So we get 4y equals. Now, when I write this, you could write this one of two ways, and it's totally fine. You could do 7 minus 2x. However, I don't favor that because I want the x first because it's going to look a lot more like my slope-intercept form, my y equals mx plus b, this guy right here. All right. I'm going to divide by 4 on everything. But truly, the only thing that matters is this guy right here, which is the negative 1/2 x plus 7 over 4. I don't care about anything else except for this right here. All right? Negative 1/2 is all I care about. That is my slope of that line. But I want my perpendicular slope. Perpendicular slope. That means perpendicular, by the way. Parallel. We could have done this. Parallel slope. Okay, equals my opposite reciprocal. So I'm going to flip it and change the sign. So we get positive 2. You guys hear those sirens outside right now? There's something going on, man. It's real windy. It's crazy out there. All right. All right. So now I've got my slope. Got that piece of information, but I still need B. So a lot of times what I'll do is then I'll have like another spot. I'm like, okay, I want to know what B is. I'm going to put a little answer blank right there so I don't forget to get that, right? Or I'll put it at the top of my paper, M, B, got to fill those in. I had one right off the bat. This one I had to do a little bit of work, so we still have a little more work to do. But at this point, okay, I have a slope, I have a point. It's the same process as this one now, right? So I'm going to change colors here because we're going to be a little bit of close quarters. But I got my y equals mx plus b. That's a funky m. There we go. It's a little better. I'm going to throw my m in for m, which is 2. This, remember, is my x and my y. So my y comes over here as 2. My x is 3 plus b. That's going to be 6. So I get 2 equals 6 plus b. Subtract 6. Negative 4 equals b. So now I have my b, negative 4. And then just plug this bad boy into my equation. I guess I haven't used orange yet. We'll use that. So we get y equals, my slope is 2. X, my b is negative 4. Boom. So this will be perpendicular to that. I know this looks like, you're like, wait, hold up. Why is that 2x and why is that 2x? Coincidence there. Again, this is a standard form. I can't see my slope from standard form. I do need to manipulate it and change it into slope-intercept form, which gives me negative 1/2 for the slope. And then the perpendicular one is flipped, so negative 2/1. And we change the sign, so negative becomes positive. Okay? So coincidence here that it was 2x and 2x. But final answer, perpendicular line, y equals 2x minus 4. That's it. That's dope, man. That's fantastic. That was a lot of fun. I hope you guys had as much fun as I had writing parallel and perpendicular lines. All right, if you guys have any questions, pop them in the comments. Let me know. Happy to help out, and have a great day.